You're listening to The Common Sense Experience with Amir, Chuck, and Pete. Be sure to leave us a review on iTunes.
Hey man, sometimes you just gotta talk your shit. More than music. Out of this world I'm going. No, I was never a human. What type of time you on? In different zones I'm moving. Gotta be spitting the truth. Grow and build so that my beard can fill in how it's supposed to and all that. So
yeah,
about 3 months in, man. So today was like, yep, it's time.
Oh yeah.
I still kept the beard full though. You know what I'm saying? I got the wave cut back. But my shit looking too potent right now, nigga. I'm looking like black excellence in this motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Man.
How y'all brothers feeling today, man?
I feel good, man. My
I'm looking like Black Lester Dan.
Black Lester Dan. My girl, she bought me a PS4 for Father's Day, man. That shit was like, what?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
So me and her had a tradition where every like holiday or special occasion we exchange gifts early. Like I bought her a laptop for Mother's Day, and she got me a PS4. So yeah, so every holiday we exchange gifts like a couple of days beforehand. So
got your own little routine. I feel that.
Yeah, man. So I got my PS4 today. I'm like, oh shit,
okay.
That's what's up.
What kind of games you got?
I ain't get no games yet. I'm trying to think. I'm definitely gonna get Madden. I gotta get back on Madden tip. Gotta get back on NBA 2K shit.
Yeah,
that's
all you need.
Yeah,
and Call of Duty. That's all you need.
Yeah,
I'll shoot some niggas from time to time.
Those are my top three right there. Call of Duty, Madden, and NBA 2K. Man, I gotta get back on my Madden shit, man, because I used to play Madden a lot. I actually entered a Madden tournament. I don't know if I ever told you the story, Pete. I entered a Madden tournament when I went to Morgan, and me and the dude were going back and forth the entire game. The score was, I think, like 7-7 the entire fucking game. This nigga had the Panthers, and the Panthers had Steven Smith. The last fucking play of the game, this nigga throws a Hail Mary, catches it, and wins. I was so fucking pissed.
Jesus, man. I hate going out like that.
I like this nigga some shit. Who the fuck? Well, I don't know, man. I was mad. I'm like, okay, my first Madden tournament, almost
right.
Almost came out with a W, so
No such thing as almost, man. You gotta get back in there, dog.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Chuck, Amir, how you feeling, brother?
You think you can go ahead and get back on them sticks, bro? With that Madden?
I can. Well, Madden, the games today, which is crazy. Like, if we were to play like a Nintendo game, like or a Sega game like Streets of Rage, that shit would seem harder than the games that we play today on the PS4 and Xbox. Okay. But with Madden, I don't know, man. That shit just seems too sophisticated, man. Like all this, I don't know, man. I don't know.
So it'll take you 2 weeks instead of 3. Right. So I just feel like what I'm hearing. Like, it's just, I don't know. That's just where I'm at.
I don't know. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna definitely be on the Madden.
Yeah, Madden 2K and Call of Duty. That's all you need, bro.
Yeah.
I get through 3 games a year, man.
You said something about 2K, Pete?
Oh man, I've been trying. Hey.
Oh shit.
Hey. I've been trying to get the man to come back around. You hear me, Chuck?
Yeah.
You hear me, Chuck?
Definitely. I can't front him.
I mean, cats when they live off of, 5 years ago, 6 years, how long ago it was, but not come back round.
Oh yeah, you can't bask in your glory.
When you're in the Hall of Fame, you don't talk about games you're gonna do next week. You're done.
He's in the Hall of Fame.
You gonna play some pickup games?
Oh. Damn. Okay, that's what it is. There's one game that I wish PlayStation made. Gears of War. You played that for Xbox?
I remember Gears of War, but
man, that shit, bro.
One game that PlayStation had, I wish Xbox had, was Gods of War. That was my shit.
Yeah,
Gods of War was ill.
I wish they had a game called Black Lives Matter. We just fuck up all the white man shit in the game. Just
Well, technically, with Grand Theft Auto, you can pretty much just people walking the street use the fuck out of.
Yeah, I don't even do the maps in Grand Theft Auto. I just go out. Murk motherfuckers, man. Just,
I'm not trying to pass the board. I'm just
nah.
How many people can I kill? And I might go to strip club.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Grand Theft Auto was a shit.
Destruction and pussy.
Right. You said America 2020? That's the slogan?
Oh, shit.
DP?
DP.
Destruction and pussy.
God damn.
Okay, man. All right, because we're going to get into the shits. Chuck, man.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead, man, and go ahead, man. Introduce it, man, and let's get it started, man.
Yeah, it's I know what it is. Common sense experience. Every Friday, we here. We talk real shit. Here, my brothers, P Prop and Amir. What's up, fellas?
I'm rooting for everybody black, fam. What's popping?
Fuck Candace Owens.
Yeah. I was gonna say, Pete. You gotta make a disclaimer. Not everybody black.
No. Yes, I do. I don't need a disclaimer. Who said she's black? Her skin is black. What the fuck that mean?
Good point.
I know what I'm talking about on this. Hey, we ain't here for the shits, my nigga. When I say I'm rooting for everybody black, y'all know what Prop is talking about.
Good point. That's a good point.
Come on, man.
Well, yeah, and I think her name was Cunnis. Is it Cunnis Owens or something to that effect? Cunnis Owens. Cunnis Hohen. Oh, I like that. Cunnis Hohen. It's her new name from now on.
Speech impediment. I can't even.
Yeah, man. Sad.
Yeah. Yo, man. All right. Did y'all catch one of the Carol Horn interview on the Breakfast Club?
Dope.
I did not catch it.
Please catch it. That should have been shared over 1 million times, man. That shit needs
in Buffalo
views.
alone.
Period. I appreciate them calling out the mayor, the commissioner, the police commissioner. That lady, she's a superhero, fam. That woman went through so much, still going through so much, enduring so much. She needs all the accolades and her flowers while she can smell them. And that law she's trying to pass, that needs to pass too. I know we gotta get the number or something to give y'all the information to go and call and put your name on a petition to sign in for that law. Carol, what's the name of the? I think it's her name. Mm-hmm. And it's a law that hold cops accountable and protect the cops that actually try to make change and step in front of the bad apples. So,
but that's fucking crazy that there has to be a law to hold cops accountable.
Facts.
Right.
That's fucking ridiculous. Like, nigga, you took an oath to protect and serve, not to kill and destroy.
Before we dig deep, I just want to say I'm glad the light is being shined on Buffalo police enforcement because that's my pops. Like I said on the show many times, my pops used to call Buffalo, New York, Buffalo, Mississippi years ago. It's so segregated.
Right.
Got these cops that come in that don't know nothing about the city of Buffalo and treat us like fucking felons off the rip, man. I know we could all talk about what we've been through with the cops alone. Just our stories alone. All the three of us have been through shit with these cops and what they doing to this lady, man. They harassing her son. She got to fight to get her pension, man. She done went homeless because of this. You know what I'm saying? And it's just an unfortunate situation where you really have to say, yes, this is important that we have to put laws into this shit. It's decency, period. Being a fucking human. You know what I'm saying? Having a heart, having a soul, like it's that
which they don't have. They don't have. I'm sorry,
Just nasty out here.
Yeah.
You are judged in life though. Like if you're a person that was did crime for all of your life, aren't you judged on that? So why shouldn't they be? All they've done is destruction.
Right.
That's all they know.
Right.
That's and again, not of course not all white folks are like this, but they're more prone to that type of mentality because they don't have the melanin that we have in our skin, which is why black people are considered more religious, quote, / spiritual, because we have that melanin. Like, if you study melanin, you'll see how deep melanin, as Morpheus says, how deep the rabbit hole gets. When we start talking about melanin, and because they lack it, and of course there's different types of melanin and whatnot, but of course because they lack the pigmentation, right? This outside is a reflection of what's inside. So they don't have the quantity of melanin that we have. Everybody has melanin, right? Life would not exist without melanin. It's just certain degrees of melanin that people have, right? And the lighter the skin, the less melanin that you have.
Before there's light, there is dark.
Yeah,
they make that seem negative though. But I've had my most fun times at night.
Yeah, man.
I don't know if it goes to I don't know. And I've experienced some of the most evil during the day at work and the church. I've had a good time at night.
And it's unfortunately so baked into society, pun intended.
Right.
If you just look at the Debbie cake shit, whatever.
Okay.
The chocolate cake is called devil's food. The white cake is called angel's food.
Angel. Right. Yeah.
It's just crazy, bro.
Lucifer was an angel. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we know what it is, man. All right. Speaking of the devils, man. Speaking of these damn devils, I just going through whatever I've gone through and knowing what y'all have gone through. And Chuck, you alluded to it. Actually, I believe on the show before last. And going through what you were going through at the job. And I just want to ask before I get into the whole big the big business of black suffering. Kind of like, what are y'all kind of like, just name like a sort of circumstance or a certain situation y'all had in dealing with, and I'm sure we've talked about it before though, but just in dealing with racism at your job or past jobs, maybe not the jobs now though. I guess we're trying to keep them as for a little bit. So maybe in past jobs, just a situation or whatever though, you know what I'm saying though?
Past job, well, I've been at my job for a minute, so it's kind of my memories eluding me right now.
Man, I done been through it all, bro. Odd jobs I had growing up, working for, with fast food chains and nursing homes, being in the kitchen, been accused of stealing, been accused of taking items that been missing all of a sudden. Like it's just.
What field would you say you probably dealt with the most direct racism? Is there a certain field that you may have worked in?
Any 9-to-5 period, bro.
Okay.
Anything that's a corporate. Like I worked in healthcare where you worked in residential homes and you work with the folks with disabilities, with mental health situations. And there's been plenty of times that, I've confronted somebody doing wrong, like mishandling medicine or, mistreating the residents that live in the homes, where I've went to upper management and, I'm telling them about this white person that's doing these unspeakable things, where it turns in that I'm being investigated because I brought the attention of what's going on, where it's my word versus their word. And of course, my word isn't always as impeccable as a white person's word. So even though they're being accused of what's going on, I'm still being investigated and charged because, maybe I have hate towards this person. Maybe I just don't like this person. Or maybe I'm trying to hide the fact that I'm doing wrong and put it on somebody else. These has been real life questions and investigations presented towards me because I try to bring attention to what's mistreatment that somebody else have done. You know what I mean? Fast forward till now, I work for a company here, I won't say, and I can tell you my workload is way bigger than a white lady that I know specifically workload is. And the excuse is, well, she can only handle things so much one at a time, and she.
Why the fuck does she have the job?